What's going on, people? It's your boy. I'm back again for another walk. Get me. It's gonna make a quick little video, to be honest. I want to give my thoughts on what's currently going on in the Twitter sphere of in football. So obviously Arsenal played the other day against Inter Milan, beat them comfortably, and there was a debate. They asked Arteta if Walcott or Rooney would get into the current Arsenal team. Arteta basically brushed off Walcott, and it was like, yeah, Rooney would definitely get in. And then they asked Rooney, will the 07-08 team beat this current Arsenal team? And then he said, we would batter them. Now, that 07-08 team is my favourite United team. It's probably our best United team in my lifetime, to be honest. All right, there's 99, but I think this United team probably played the best in probably the most competitive era, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But I think to say that we would batter this current Arsenal team, I don't think that's the case. And the reason for that is because, I'll be honest, this Arsenal team doesn't get battered, I saw people saying on Twitter that United team didn't even batter the 07-08 Arsenal team, even though we beat them in the FA Cup 4-0, we beat them in the League 2-1, drew 2-2 at the Emirates. But I think that Arsenal team is severely underrated. I think this Arsenal team is severely underrated in terms of, that was a really good team, and they were ahead for a lot of the season until Eduardo got his injury. It was kind of like they could have won the title. Now, if you actually look at the league table in 2007, 2008, they finished third, but if I'm not mistaken, they were probably 5 points off first, which shows you how tight it was at the top, right? So, and that Arsenal team did well against that United team, to be honest. And I look at the current Arsenal team, and yeah, attack-wise, they are not great. I don't think they're as good as the 07-08 with Van Persie, Adebayor, Eduardo, Fabregas. Do you know what I'm saying? Nasri come later on. But I don't think they're as good as that team, attacking-wise. But the defence is way better now. And I would say that this current Arsenal team is more alike to the Chelsea team that we used to face off with in the mid-2000s, the Mourinho era and stuff like that, where they had attackers, they scored goals, but it was their defensive contributions that really led to them being up there, to be honest. Yes, they had the attack. There were two super teams, to be honest, but that team was known for its defending. The 15 goal a season, goals conceded in the season, that's not broken. I think Arsenal's on 14 now. They got United on the weekend. I don't think they will get 15 because I still don't understand how Chelsea did that. But this Arsenal team, if you're going to liken it to a team in that era, it's probably the Chelsea team. And we didn't batter that Chelsea team, to be honest. Not around when they were good. Yeah, there was one year in 2009 where we beat them 3-0. I remember that game. There was Scolari in charge. But besides that, we beat Chelsea, but it wasn't a battering. It might have been a draw. We lost against them. Even in that season, we lost against them at Stamford Bridge, 2-1. It was a penalty, Ballack. My memory's good, bruv. So, yeah, I think when Rooney said it, we will batter them, maybe he just doesn't rate the current players. And I hear it, because I think current football is pretty shit. But I don't think that 07-08 team would batter this current Arsenal team. Because think what you think about this era. This team doesn't get battered. It hasn't got battered. So I can't imagine the great United team of then doing the battering, because they didn't even batter certain teams at the time. So we might have won some games, but we didn't batter big teams. We didn't batter Liverpool. We didn't batter Chelsea. Actually, we did batter Liverpool. It was 3-0. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't... The way he said it was like, oh, it's so nonchalant. Like, yeah, like, we would just batter them. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't really rate this Arsenal side in terms of what I think a top side should be and what I would want from a top team. But ultimately, I think football's just suffering from a lack of quality, in my opinion. I think, you know, I think what benefits this Arsenal side is everyone else is crap. You know, I think back then when Arsenal was 07, 08, you're looking at some mad teams, bruv. You had United, that was a super team. You had Chelsea, that was a super team. Liverpool was really good with Rafa Benitez. And then you had the Arsenal team. So that 07-08 team was very unlucky in the era that it was in, because I feel like if that 07-08 team was playing in this era, they would win the league, for sure. I think Arsenal's going to win the league this year, but I think that Arsenal 07-08 team would have comfortably, like, won this league and playing better brand of football, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's kind of a funny situation, because that is my favourite team, that United team, and there's always up for debate of 99 or 2008. Obviously, at this moment in time, Arsenal are going for a quadruple. I said it in the other video, I think they will win the league. I think they'll win the League Cup. They could possibly win the Champions League. Like, they can actually win all of the cups. Whether they do that, I don't know. Sometimes you need a bit of luck. Sometimes you need a bit of this, bit of that. I don't know. But this Arsenal team can win just as much as that United team did in that year. And it's mad, because when I look at the two teams, you know, there's one team I would pick to watch all day long. But it can happen. And I think that's just a testament to the era of football that we're in. Like, Arsenal at the moment, they're not great, but they don't need to be to win the league. You know, Liverpool's off it, Chelsea's crap, United's not good, City's just, to me, they're finished now. They are the only good team in the Prem. And to be honest, if you look at world football, it's not how it used to be. You know, I just looked at the Champions League results the other day. Like, 5 of the top 8 in the qualifiers are English teams. And the English teams, they're struggling in their own leagues. Like, Tottenham is in the bottom half of the Prem. Newcastle is mid-table, you know. Aston Villa's up there. Arsenal's obviously top of the Prem, top of the Champions League. Liverpool's there and they've been struggling. But they're occupying the Champions League spots. Like, they're not great in their own leagues, respectively. Like, they're losing games, they're dropping points, there's turmoil, managers can get sacked. Meanwhile, you look at the Champions League and it's like most of the English teams are qualifying. It's crazy. Like, so, I don't know what it is. I think, you know, that 07-08 team at that time and in that era, you just had bad boy teams and bad boy players all over the gaff. You know what I mean? I don't think I don't think a lot of players from this present time will actually age well, in my opinion, to be honest. You know, look at that era. You had a stacked Chelsea team, a stacked United team, a great fluid Arsenal team, a dogged Liverpool team, you know. Then you had the AC Milans that were good. You had Inter Milan that was good. You know, you had Barcelona that was amazing. You had Real Madrid that was still there. You had Bayern Munich that was still there. Like, there were teams out. And now you look at it like, Inter Milan just got smoked. They're leading Serie A. They got smoked. You know, it's not the same. So, but anyway, kind of went off tangent. I just wanted to make a quick little video, just kind of give my thoughts on the whole debacle. I see it on Twitter. I see people like debating it. Obviously, Arsenal fans are getting involved in terms of, like, you know, that 07-08 team wasn't as dominant as maybe other United fans would suggest. But it was the best of the rest. But I don't agree with Rooney's comments that we would batter that this current team. I don't see it, because this team, one thing they are is they're defensively strong. You know, they may not be good to watch. They're very good at step pieces, but I don't think we would batter them. I think we would win, and I think in a league race, I think we would win. And we've definitely had more firepower. And to be honest, our defensive, I guess Arsenal, for what they lack offensively, they make up for defensively. But maybe it's because it's the way they set up that they're good defensively, that it comes at a cost of the attack. Whereas with that United team, we was really good defensively and really good offensively. So it was kind of like the best of both worlds. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new, push the notification bell. If you like more of these videos, then let me know and I'll do some more. I probably am anyway. And yeah, peace out.